Maxima. Hi everyone, my name is Syaurah from SMK Bandar Seri Putra. I'm thrilled to share with you all one of my favorite books today. I hope you guys are just as excited. The book I'll be reviewing today is Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban, that consists of 459 pages. I personally think that the author of this book, J.K. Rowling, undoubtedly did an amazing job in writing all of the 7 Harry Potter books. Well then, without further ado, let's begin this journey. This book is about Harry Potter, a 13-year-old boy who's not just another ordinary teenager. This is because he's actually a wizard. His parents tragically passed away when he was just a little boy. Truth is, they were attacked by a powerful dark wizard that goes by the name Lord Voldemort, or is well known as the Dark Lord. Harry now lived with his annoying uncle, Uncle Vernon. He also attends this wizarding school called Hogwarts. It's the place where he met his 2 lovely best friends, Ron Weasley, who's a gingerhead, and Hermione Granger, who's a bookworm. In his 3rd year of school, news spread around among wizards that a killer escaped from Azkaban, a prison that's guarded by Dementors. His name is Sirius Black. He was said to be a huge supporter of Lord Voldemort. So creepy. On Harry's train ride to school, he sat down with his friends in the only vacant compartment, along with someone random who was fast asleep in the corner. The train moved steadily as the scenery outside gets smaller and darker before it started to rain. Then, the train got slower before it came to a complete stop. The person who was asleep seemed to have woken up at last. Turns out, the person was actually Professor Lupin, the new professor at Hogwarts. He stood up to reach for the sliding door, but it slid open by itself before he could do so. There stood a grayish, faceless, cloaked figure that towered to the ceiling. The creature drew a long, loud roar. Then, the roaring grew louder and louder, almost like it was aiming right at Harry, which caused him to faint. But don't worry, thankfully he woke up just fine a few minutes later. When he woke up, everything was back to normal. He asked Professor Lupin what that creature was. Turns out, it was one of the Dementors of Azkaban. In a few weeks at school, his fear for the Dementors and Sirius Black grew bigger. A few more time passes by. It's Christmas now. Students are having fun at Hogsmeade, a wizarding village. Harry, however, he had to stay at school because his uncle refused to sign the permission slip, but he managed to sneakily go there with an invisible cloak over his body. Harry first met Ron and Hermione. The 3 of them were drinking their beer in this cozy, noisy, smoky shop when suddenly they saw 3 professors walking in. The headmaster for magic, Fudge, was there as well. They sat down next to the table, unaware of their presence. Then, this woman called Madame Rosmerta took their orders. The teachers and Fudge seemed to know her well. They were all discussing about Sirius Black, and 3 of them couldn't help but eavesdrop. When one of the professors asked Madame Rosmerta who Sirius Black's best friend was, Harry would have never guessed it to ever be James Potter, his father. They were inseparable, said Professor Flitwick. When James Potter and Lily Potter got married, he named Sirius Black Godfather to Harry Potter. But when Lord Voldemort was chasing after Harry's parents, Sirius Black betrayed them by telling Voldemort where his parents was hiding. The adults talked more before leaving the shop. Now, Harry was furious. He was so upset that he wanted to meet the serious guy so seriously. Not a few days went by. Harry, Hermione, and Ron was out on the hill in front of Hogwarts. Ron had his rat, Scabbers, in his hand. They stood next to this weird-looking dead tree when suddenly a big dog appeared from behind and chased after Ron. It dragged Ron inside the hole of the tree's trunk. Harry and Hermione went inside the hole as well to save him. Inside the tree, it looked like a wood house. It was big and dull. Luckily, they both found Ron in the room upstairs and went to help him. But then suddenly, in the doorway, there he was at last, Sirius Black. His long hair was messy and his outfit was scruffy. But that's not it, because surprise, surprise, Professor Lupin was there as well. And not to help Harry Potter this time, but to help Sirius Black. Furious, Harry argued with the 2 of them and blamed Black on his parents' death. Black was offended and defended himself by saying that it wasn't him who told Voldemort. It was actually Peter Pettigrew, one of Lord Voldemort's most loyal helper. What Black said seemed to be true. Now the question is, where is Peter Pettigrew? Black snatched the rat from Ron's hand and Ron was mad. He quickly casted a spell on the running rat and it suddenly transformed into a crazy man, into Peter Pettigrew. Ron was utterly shocked and disgusted that the rat he had owned all this time was actually Peter. They captured Peter and got off the tree. But they weren't safe just yet, because the Dementors are still trying to capture Black. Then appeared loads of them flying in the air and trying to attack Black. Harry Potter tried casting a spell to get rid of them, but when he finally succeeded, he was all drained out and he blacked out. When he woke up, he was in the infirmary. Injured Ron was resting. Hermione rushed straight to Harry Potter when he woke up. Unfortunately, Sirius Black got captured and locked inside Hogwarts prison. To rescue him, Harry and Hermione went through different kinds of hard obstacles, but in the end, they managed to reach the prison. The two of them flew away with Buckbeak, a big magical creature that had wings. Buckbeak landed on the ground, and now it's time to say their goodbyes to Sirius Black as he couldn't stay there. Harry and his godfather, Sirius Black, had their heartwarming moments. Sirius Black said that Harry was truly his father's son. Sirius Black took off with Buckbeak again, and Harry and Hermione watched as he fly away. Harry has a godfather now. Ron's all healed, Hermione is still Hermione, and Professor Lupin had resigned. Lesson learned. No matter how big a rumor is, never truly believe in them without any valid proof or confirmation, because in the end, it's still just a rumor. That's it from me. Goodbye. No!